I'm breaking down 5 powerful emotional triggers rooted in science and human behavior that will instantly make your UGC ads more effective. Hi, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, I'm glad you found me. My name's Olivia. I'm a full-time creative strategist, UGC creator, entrepreneur, and a travel fanatic. So if you like any of that stuff, make sure to stick around for more. Okay, if you're running UGC ads or building creative strategy and you're not thinking about consumer psychology, you're 100% leaving conversions on the table. So let's get into it. Trigger number 1, identity reinforcement, aka self-congruity theory. People don't just buy products, they buy identity upgrades. This is called identity reinforcement. And in my opinion, it's one of the strongest emotional drivers in consumer psychology. Your audience wants to feel like the kind of person who glows effortlessly, is super productive on a Monday, or is able to travel in luxury. So when your UGC ads reflect who they want to become, not just what the product does, it hits different. So here's how to use it. Show creators embodying that ideal identity. Everything from the tone, the setting, the language should say, this is who you could be. I know those kind of campaigns get me. Trigger number 2. We all know about FOMO, but we gotta make sure to add in temporal scarcity. If your ad doesn't trigger at least a little FOMO, you're probably playing it too safe. Tapping into the fear of missing out and amplifying it with the pressure of time, that's gonna drive action. And it's not just about slapping limited time offer in the caption or something. It's about creating the feeling that everybody already knows about this and the viewer's late to the party. So you can try something like this. You can have the creator say something like, I finally tried the viral product that everybody's been talking about on TikTok. Or it's selling out again, don't sleep on this. It makes the viewer feel like they're losing by waiting. Trigger number 3, emotional nostalgia bias. You wanna build trust? Tap into your audience's inner child. This is called emotional nostalgia bias, and it works because familiarity feels safe. People are drawn to things that remind them of simpler times. Whether it's a scent, or a routine, or just an aesthetic, nostalgia builds trust. Try including something in the script like, this reminds me of something my mom used to do. Or use visuals that feel vintage, Y2K, or emotionally warm. You get the gist. It's not just about trends, it's about developing an emotional connection. Trigger 4, empowerment through micro transformation. 9 times out of 10, small wins sell better than big promises. This is called the micro transformation effect. It taps into the human desire for control and progress. Most consumers are skeptical of dramatic claims, but if your UGC ad shows one small improvement, like feeling a little more confident, a little bit more productive, or having a little more energy, it feels way more believable and actionable. For example, I didn't expect much, but making this tiny change helped me fall asleep way faster. It's real, it's simple, it's relatable, and it works. Trigger number 5, validation of unseen emotional pain. Now that sounds like something we all want, but I digress. Ads that point out the real struggle, a lot of the times those are the ones that go viral. So this is called emotional resonance. It's about saying what your audience feels but hasn't really been able to articulate. If your UGC ad can name that invisible frustration, like burnout, self-doubt, or just feeling invisible, you'll create trust, not just attention. You can try an angle like this. Look, if you've been feeling stuck and unseen lately, I get it. And then introduce the product as a tool for support, but not a miracle cure. This kind of storytelling though, it hits the heart, and that's what's gonna build connection, not just clicks. Obviously, take all of this with a grain of salt. Human beings are complicated, and don't use any of these emotional triggers with bad intentions. But this is just information that I'm sharing that's useful in the marketing world, and in everyday life, honestly. So here's the recap. 1, identity reinforcement. 2, FOMO plus scarcity. 3, nostalgia bias. 4, micro transformation. And 5, emotional resonance. If you're not already, start testing some of these out in your next round of creatives, and just watch that conversion rate go up. If you found this helpful or interesting, share it with people you know. Show the video some love. And if you like hearing what I have to say, stick around for more. I'll see you in the next video.